Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. Let's take a look at the charts. Before I jump into the charts, I want to mention that we put out a stock pick on Uber on Tuesday. You can see that for free by going to wickedstocks.com, taking advantage of our 5-day free trial. Uber is approaching a very significant level that may have consequences through the first quarter. Big picture trade there for you. We give you the precise points I'll just leave it at that. We give you the precise points. Check out wickedstocks.com. Let's move on to the big picture. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but I will mention that on Tuesday we did test this 123.54 to 126.89 band of channel support. On the daily chart, you will find it at 123.15 to 125.55. So that is still really the area to hold out for, although that weekly support that I just mentioned here at 126.89, we tested it on Tuesday, came off of it. The low was 126.86, so there you have it. You know, it's kind of like pick your point. Is it 123.54 to 126.89, or is it this is a wrong number? That chart was not properly updated. Or is it 123.15 to 125.55? 123.15 to 125.55, sorry, is your base of support that can absorb selling not only for the week, but really through January and into February. From here, and I'm going to say that we have tested it because of the fact that on Tuesday we did test that inside channel on the weekly chart. So it's a valid level. And it's just that on the daily chart, we did not. 123.15 to 125.55 is the base. And now that we have tested it on the weekly chart, 146.05 is now considered a 2 to 3 week upside objective. And so holding above the 123.15 to 125.55 will keep the 146.05 level in reach over the next 2 to 3 weeks. On the way up today, I've got 135.44. Now, this is kind of your 3 to 5 day swing trade. You're buying 123.15 to 125.55. I don't think either of those is more significant than the other, but I do think that if we enter a sell signal into January, it would play out with a settlement below 123.15, not a settlement below 125.55. But now that we've tested this area, at least on the weekly chart, 135.44 in reach over the next 1 to 3 days or so, dropping steadily, able to contain daily highs, we could fill out this wedge through the rest of the week. If we close above 135.44, that actually sets up the mid 140s, 146.05, as I think a realistic possible 3 to 5 day target. So if we do close above 135.44 and you've not gotten long yet, based on the fact that we did test support on Tuesday on that weekly chart anyway, then this is your next opportunity to go long on strength, expecting 146.05 within a full week of activity. 146.05 can contain buying on a weekly basis and is an upward continuation point as we move into January trade. So I will say, and I'm going to go back to the weekly chart here, that we tested this channel support. And channel support has channel resistance on the daily chart right now at 162.71. So let me just go back to say that holding above, let's just call it the 123.54 to 126.89 region, will keep 162.71 in reach between now and I'm going to say the end of February. Over the next 2 to 3 weeks, 146.05 in reach. We could top out here for a week, fall away perhaps for a week or so, closing above 146.05. We have another 2 to 3 week target at 162.71 and rising. It's kind of like that. So, as we're testing this 123.15, 125.55 area, which we've already done on the weekly chart, you could consider anticipating 146.05 over the next 2 to 3 weeks. That could mean, reaching for 140, 145 strike out of the money calls that don't expire for at least I'd go a month out on that expiration. Or if you're a longer term player, you could reach for 165, 175 strike out of the money calls that don't expire. I would go 6 months out on that potentially 2 to 3 month play. It could be quicker. Certainly, if we close above 146.05, that maintains an accelerated push as we then continue over the following 2 to 3 weeks into the 162.71 region. This 162.71 formation rising steadily, and this is our 1-year channel top on NVIDIA. I don't mean to confuse the subject, but there's another way of saying this. That 162.71 is really the beginning of a wide zone of long-term resistance up to 177.13 that can contain buying through the first quarter and well into the second if tested. And once again, this upper area is in reach following the testing on Tuesday of 123.54 to 126.89. Now, once again, the daily chart has not really been tested yet, so you may hold out for that. I'm not sure we're going to see it or not, but this is the area on the daily chart to buy into. If we do close today below 123.15, that does set up a 3 to 5 week sell signal down to 101.36. And on the way down, we have a 3 to 5 day swing trade playing the short side with a settlement today below 123.15. 114.45 is likely. That is a 5/8 downside Fibonacci from the August low to the more recent November high. But really, if we close below 123.15, no good reason to be long NVIDIA, in my opinion, through the month of January. We should continue unwinding through January, or at least until we get to 101.36, where a good low can be placed well into the second quarter. We could round up actually to new highs following a testing of 101.36. It does become a 3 to 5 week objective with a settlement below 123.15. Until then, you're bottom picking 123.15 to 125.49 in anticipation of this 143.12 to 146.05 area over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Let's call it 3 to 5 days with a settlement today above 135.44. So 3 to 5 day swing traders are buying 123.15 to 125.55 in anticipation of 135.44, where profits can be taken and a short sale made back into the mid 120s again within a matter of several days. Though if you're more of the 2 to 3 week time frame, you're bottom picking the low to mid 120s, expecting the low to mid 140s as an objective. Closing above 135.44 accelerates that to within 3 to 5 days, where we could top out on a weekly basis, possibly through the rest of December into early January and fall away again. We could fill out this band, these two bands, this narrowing wedge for the next 2 to 3 to 5 weeks before the market tips its hand in one direction or another. Closing above 146.05 once again does indicate bullish continuation within 2 to 3 to 5 weeks into the low 160s and climbing. And once again, closing below 123.15, just the opposite, a 3 to 5 week sell signal to 101.36. I think I've said it all. I am going to leave it at that for Wednesday's daily NVIDIA report. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out that Uber stock pick we put out on Tuesday. You can see it for free, and all the stock picks we've done over the last few weeks. Daily Triple Q, daily SPY analysis, weekly Apple stock, etc., etc. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Thursday's NVIDIA report. You have a great day.